exclusive presentation of Cablevision local programming. TV that's close to home.
From the Athletic Center on the campus of Nassau Community College, it's the Section 8 Wrestling Championships. For a Nassau County wrestler, it all comes down to this. The county finals are tonight. Well, good to see everybody. Jimmy Cavallo, the entire Cablevision Sports gang, and welcome to the 2002 Nassau County Wrestling Finals, one of the great events on the Long Island High School sports calendar. 30 wrestlers will make their way in here tonight, 15 weight classes. There will be 15 winners. A victory here tonight, and you will punch your ticket to the New York State Wrestling Championships up in Syracuse. Along with Tommy Howard tonight. And Tommy Howard, when you talk about these wrestling championships, it's always one of the great events. I mean, these guys are in the wrestling rooms all year long, working hard. We go through all the meets, but it all comes down to this. It is one of the great badges of honor a wrestler can wear to be a county champ.
It certainly is. I mean, there's no question in my mind that you go through your league season, you have your holiday tournament, you have your qualifying tournaments, you get here, we've had great wrestling, semifinals were incredible today, and now it all comes down, as you said right now, Jimmy, to this championship, and we have some great championships ahead this evening.
When you talk about some of the great storylines tonight, and there are many, but most importantly, you talk about 6 wrestlers coming back to defend their crowns. 5 guys out of Nassau County, 1 out of Suffolk County, and that's where the pressure lies. I mean, a back-to-back championship. Let's take a look at some of the prime-time performers who are back for more. He was here last year. He's looking to become one of the most decorated wrestlers around. Walter Sosnowski of Massapequa. The Chiefs, he is seeking a three-peat. 3 Nassau County titles. How about James Strauss, the MacArthur General, one of the many generals here tonight. He won it last year, and James Strauss is back for more in 2002. How about Greg Lawrence of Calhoun? He won it last year at 160. He's back now at 171, looking for gold, Mr. Greg Lawrence. And finally, at 189 pounds, Chris Weedman, the Baldwin Bruin. Chris will go for it all, back-to-back Nassau County titles. And Tommy Howard, just great storylines. We started with Walter Sosnowski. Not many guys have won 3 times. Get an opportunity because you were only a junior last year. Tonight's the night for these guys.
Well, it certainly is. They have to come back. They have to do exceptionally well because they know last year they put it on the line and lost. Tonight, they have to make sure they concentrate, put it all together, and come away with a victory.
Tommy, you love this event. You ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll. The kids are even more so.
All right, Mr. Howard and Cablevision Sports, we are just moments away from the start of the 2002 Nassau County Wrestling Championships. It all comes down to this. If you're a Nassau County wrestler, stick around. We'll take a quick break. The finals are next. We'll start at 96 pounds. The Nassau Community College Recreation Center is ready to rock and roll. Come on back.
Connie Hayes got her graduate degree at Adelphi University.
When I look back, even I don't know how I did it. Here I was, 30 years old, 2 small children, working, not your typical student. So I worked a little harder, right? Adelphi gave me understanding and flexibility. They made their program fit my schedule. Whatever I've given to these kids, I don't think it would have happened without Adelphi.
Connie Hayes didn't go back to school at Adelphi. She went forward. Brought to you by Adelphi University.
ESPN Wednesday Night Hockey. A season-long showcase for the biggest stars and greatest rivalries. Hockey's biggest night is now Wednesday night.
Stop by Patrick Waugh.
ESPN Wednesday Night Hockey.
Don't miss hockey's biggest night, ESPN Wednesday Night Hockey. A season-long showcase for the biggest stars and greatest rivalries. Watch it on Cablevision.
These Nassau Wrestling Finals brought to you by the good people at Adelphi University. Check them out on the web at adelphi.edu or give them a call, 1-800-ADELPHI. And of course, by Cablevision, local programming. It's TV that's close to home. Moments away from Judgment Night for Nassau County wrestlers. 30 wrestlers have come to claim the prize. Only 15 will walk away as county champions in the year 2002. And Tom Howard, check out the crowd. Standing room only. They have come ready to roar.
You see right now, that's Robbie Zemski putting on he's going to have the green anklet, so he's going to be home on the scoreboard. So when we're watching the score, he'll be the home. And if you look at Matt DiLorenzo out of MacArthur High School, he's going to have the red singlet, the anklet on, and he's going to be the visitor on the scoreboard, the guest.
There's Zemski at a Belmore JFK, 27-4 on the year for the junior. And there's Matt DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo, also a junior, 96 pounds, 33-1 this year for Howie Greenblatt and MacArthur.
Yeah, he's buzzing through the year right now. You know, he's on his way, and Howie Greenblatt, his whole team, doing very well, and this should be a great one.
One of the many generals here tonight. They have all but clinched the team championship to repeat as county team champions. What a job by MacArthur and Howie Greenblatt. And we are underway in 2002 96-pound matchup. Get ready to rock and roll for a couple hours of high school wrestling.
Zemski took a little shot at a single to start off, and both these guys are excellent on their feet.
Second place, Massapequa, 172.5. Tournament leader going into tonight's round with 202 is MacArthur High School.
Okay, you see Zemski right now. It has a tie, trying to get that inside tie if he can get it.
DiLorenzo and MacArthur also dual meet champions this year. DiLorenzo with a slew of tournament victories this year. He's had a rock-solid junior campaign.
Excellent single leg right there by Matt. Matt DiLorenzo gets on the single. Zemski very heavy on the head right now, goes into the crotch with the arm. Trying to turn away, trying to break that single. He's done a good job so far breaking the single, but coming out the back door is DiLorenzo. Wants to come out the back door, turn to the inside and get his two. Working up to the outside, has to get his right arm out the crossface. Get his right arm out of the leg there. Good job by Zemski holding on to that leg. As long as he goes, it'll work for a stalemate. Dave Warren, our official, right on top of this thing. You can see DiLorenzo still trying to step over. If he can hook that leg and get behind, he might be able to get excellent defensive job right there by Robbie Zemski. Coming out the back, may come with the two as he comes around. Still no control. You can see Dave Warren calling no control as Zemski comes out. He's very, very close to the two. He's going to break the hand right there and get his two. Excellent defensive job by Zemski trying to bring DiLorenzo back to the mat, working the arm bar, trying to bar that arm up.
So Zemski takes a 2-0 lead here. You see final seconds of period number one.
Trying to work for a tilt, trying to get the hand down below. Can ride that hand as we see the period about to end. 2-0 Zemski.
So Rob Zemski with a good start as his head coach Brian Digitano looks on. They have to be pleased.
Yeah, Brian's done a tremendous job. I mean, we could say Howie Greenblatt has done it, and there's a good look at Howie right there. Excellent job with MacArthur, bringing the Generals to the top. But I'll tell you something, Brian Digitano has gotten Belmore Kennedy back where they belong. Great teams in the 70s.
Zemski will start down as we begin period number two.
And he's coming out for the escape. Hasn't gotten it yet. Has to break that clasp. If he does, he'll get his 1 point for the escape. Still working out. Matt DiLorenzo holding on. Has to try to bring Zemski back down to the mat. Excellent job by Zemski. Has to scroll back a little further. He almost has his one right now.
Rob Zemski, a fifth place finish. There's a single. 3-0 now for Zemski. And even 3-0 for Rob Zemski after finishing 5th a year ago in this tournament. But in his junior year, Rob Zemski is in the final.
See Zemski working on a takedown. DiLorenzo again fighting from a defensive position the whole time.
You see the time, 1:01 left on the clock. It is 3-0, Rob Zemski.
DiLorenzo trying to go on the attack right now and needs to go on the attack. Has to pick up some points in the final 50 seconds of this period. Again, shooting for that single, but not getting it. Heavy pressure on top by Zemski. Zemski right now really doesn't even need to work. He just needs to protect himself. He's not going to give any points, and the clock is ticking away. He's in a great defensive position right now, Jimmy.
The two-time qualifying champion, Rob Zemski, with a 3-0 lead here. 21 seconds to go, second period.
Howie Greenback just told Matty DiLorenzo, he says you got to push the action as DiLorenzo backs up right now. There it is, backing on the single, has to come behind. Again, he's going to the inside, not getting behind. Good defensive pressure by Zemski. He's just going to tie him up in the final 10 seconds. Stay right there. Hold on to that ankle. Don't give anything, and he'll come away with a 3-0 lead at the end of the second.
Final 2 minutes left in our 96-pound opener. And Rob Zemski, as you take a look at his head coach, Brian DiGaetano, is just 2 minutes away from claiming a county championship.
Matty DiLorenzo tries a little roll there, trying to get out, not getting anything. Zemski doing a good job. Just riding a tight waist on top, tying up the legs, keeping pressure, and he's going to get hit for scoring. I was going to say, Dave Warren, there's 3 referees here tonight. They're going to hit you within a couple of seconds. If you're scoring, they don't mess around. They're going to get you. And right there, you see Dave Warren hit Robbie Zemski for a stalling warning. It's a warning at this point. No points issued. The next stalling will be a point that will go to DiLorenzo. So Zemski has to come out to the side and start working for the fall.
Tommy, is that a fan-friendly agenda for a referee to force the action a little bit?
Well, you know, Dave Warren, Jack Piavante, Richie Smith, all these guys through college matches, and in college, you don't mess around. They do a great job. They're here on the high school level. They want to see you wrestle. They want to see you work for the pin. They're going to call it. Some of the coaches tonight are going to say, hey, if my kid's a stalling-type kid, I don't want those guys out of the mat with them. But that's the way they call it. They call it the way they see it, and they do a good job.
Tough ride so far from Matt DiLorenzo, the junior, out of MacArthur High School. They'll be on the bottom here, 1:17 to go.
And you want to make sure you ride him good, because if Zemski lets him escape right now, it's 3-1. And if he gives DiLorenzo a takedown at the end, it's time. They may go into overtime. So he has to ride and work for that fall, but he cannot afford to give up any scoring points right now. So he has to come out to the side and keep working. See how he has the leg tied up right there? He could get hit if he doesn't get out to the outside and start working for the fall. DiLorenzo needs to work right now, maybe throw a standing switch, something. There he looked for a switch in that, something to get free. And there's the scoring call. Now if DiLorenzo can get out, the score would be 3-2 with 48 seconds to go, and he can press the action for the takedown.
So DiLorenzo picks up a single now, closes it to 3-1.
See Howie Greenblatt right there on the left with the blue shirt? He's saying, come on, up and out. He wanted a caution right there. He's looking for a little movement on top. Didn't get it. Need a point, though. Excellent riding job by Robbie Zemski, staying on top. But be careful, Robbie. If you stay on top and don't come out looking for the fall, you're going to get hit again. He turns him loose. It's 3-2. This is 30 seconds, and I tell you, they're going to go out of bounds right here. As wrestling coach in the room, you work all the time on a 30-second takedown. 30 seconds left in the county championship. You get a takedown, you win. You give it up, you lose. This is situation wrestling at its best. There's the takedown.
DiLorenzo with a 2-pointer takes the lead. It's 4-3, Matt DiLorenzo.
And he can ride him right here, and he won't get hit for scoring. He's in a perfect position. They either have to stalemate him, stay in bounds. Excellent job right there. Clock ran a little bit, about 1 second ran off the clock. It shouldn't have. Zemsky now in a lot of trouble because he's down to only 10 seconds. You can hang on the leg for 5 seconds. He's in great position to win this championship, hanging on until the end.
For 5 minutes of this match, Matthew Lorenzo trails. But in the final minute, he has taken control.
Get dropping on the leg. If you're the offense, you want to drop it. He does right there. He stays on the leg. He can ride the final 3 seconds out. And Robbie Zemsky let it slip away at the end.
That will do it. Matt Lorenzo jubilant as he wins it at 96 pounds, and the crowd loves it. Tremendous closing minute of our opening match.
Unbelievable, because you could see it coming. He was working the stall, and you saw Matthew Lorenzo knew he was in perfect position after he got that stalling point. If he can escape and take him down, 30-second takedown, situational wrestling, came through with it, did exactly what coaches trained for on the room all the time.
Howie Greenblatt, he had to love this takedown, Tommy.
And he certainly did. Here they are with 30 seconds to go. He sets him up, and he's going to shoot right there. He just shot in, knocks him down. He throws his back, so he has to turn to his stomach and give it up. And it really was both guys shooting at the exact same time, and just a little bit more effort right there by Di Lorenzo.
While we have a moment, we check in with the third member of our broadcast team. He will be talking shop all night with the champions, Hal Sass. See you, Hal.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I will be speaking to each of the 15 champions today, and you see the individuals on the mat going for the individual title, but there's also a team title at stake. Last year it was MacArthur who came away with the team championship. This year, we'll take a look at the standings heading into tonight's championship round, and it will show MacArthur in front over Massapequa. Now, MacArthur does have 6 wrestlers competing in tonight's final. Massapequa with only 2, so regardless of what happens in tonight's championship, MacArthur, the general, and Coach Howie Greenblatt will come away with back-to-back county titles. You see MacArthur right now with a handy lead of almost 30 points over Massapequa, followed by East Meadow. And then the rest of the pack going into this morning's competition, Massapequa actually held the advantage, but MacArthur, just such a strong team. They've done the job getting to the finals, and they are looking at winning back-to-back state county championships. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, Hal, thanks a lot. What a job by Howie Greenblatt, taking his generals to another team title. As we get set for the 103-pound matchup, Scotty Gorman of Seaford, the Vikings, taking on Bruce Popko of MacArthur. MacArthur, of course, left side of your screen in the blue.
And MacArthur is going to be wearing the red anklet, which will be visitor or guest on the scoreboard. Scotty Gorman from Seaford with a green anklet. He'll be home on the scoreboard. You see right now, they're starting the action. We have referee Richie Smith calling the action right here. And Ubi Fasolino is the match judge. He'll be walking around just watching. They confer if there's any problems.
2 wrestlers at different ends of the high school spectrum. Scott Gorman, a senior. Last chance time for Scott. Bruce Popko, just a freshman.
Richie Smith calls a stalemate right there. Stalemate, start him up again. Excellent shot right there by Bruce Popko. Got him real good on the single. He's in real heavy. Gorman trying to counter. Come around from the outside, and they may be back to another stalemate situation. Both these guys know what they're doing. They don't either want to take a chance. If you're Bruce Popko, you got to keep on working for the advantage to get up, get back to your belly, and start working up. Has the double leg right now, has to get out the back door, and looks like it's going to be a stalemate. Neither wrestler has an advantage right there. They'll stalemate up.
Final minute here, period number 1. Still no score, 103-pound matchup. 2 wrestlers just kind of feeling their way through.
Again, heavy right there on the head. You want to try to spin behind the spin drill, and there he comes out, and he has to bring him back down to the mat. He'll get it 2. You see right there, he comes up with a 2-point takedown. Gorman in the lead, 2-0. Nice roll. If he holds him there, he got to roll back. No points, roll through. Richard Smith calls it a roll through. No points issued for a near fall.
So 2-0 for Scotty Gorman. Gorman 34-3 in his senior campaign for Sal Lestrapo and the Seaford Vikings. You see the seconds tick away in period number 1.
Popko tries to get out, and Gorman drops in on the ankle. He can hold out for 5 seconds. He doesn't have to worry because there wasn't 5 seconds left in that period. Good job by Scotty Gorman pushing the action during that period. There's Sal saying, hey, good job, son. Keep it going. Looking for a county champion now.
You take a look at Bruce Popko, 28-6 for that man right there, Howie Greenblatt. You'll see a lot of Howie Greenblatt tonight, as Hal mentioned.
Six guys here.
Generals in the final. Period number 2, 2-0 for Scott Gorman of Seaford on the bottom in green.
And actually, they call the top wrestler the wrestler who's in the advantage position. But right now, if I was Gorman, I feel pretty confident. I'm up 2-0. I want to work for my escape. I've taken him down once already. I want to work for my escape to be up 3-0. And there he goes. He has a 3-0 lead in the county finals. Has to keep pushing the action, though. Go for the takedown. You got the first one.
With the single on the escape, Gorman now up 3-0. You see the time, 1:25 in the second period. So halfway home here in this 103-pound final.
Popko, again, trying to push the action going inside, but Gorman doing a good job just tying him up and holding him. Richard Smith takes a look at the mouth. No blood there. Let's get back to wrestling. Bruce Popko, Howie Greenblatt saying, keep pushing the action now, son. Push the action. You got to get a takedown, make it 3-2 before the end of this period. You'll be down next period. You'll be in great shape. Gorman doing a good job, though, controlling the left arm.
Popko, 15 years old, just a freshman.
That experience that Gorman has pays off. And again, Gorman just working the end of the line. Has a 3-0 lead. Has to start getting a little more aggressive if he's going to end up getting hit.
Final 30 seconds coming up here, period number 2. You see your score, Scott Gorman out of Seaford High School.
No, it's going to be, they got knee out of bounds. If any of the supporting points are out of bounds right there, they bring it back into the middle, no takedown. Very, very important last 20 seconds right here for Brucey Popko. Needs to try to come up with something. Keeping pressure on the head. Needs to go heavy and spin behind, but he has his arms locked to the inside. Gorman has his arms. He's not going to be able to spin out of there.
We will go to the third and final period. Once again, a MacArthur wrestler trails 3-0.
And you know, now it's MacArthur's choice, and he wanted Brucey Popko wanted to choose neutral. And Howie Greenblatt says, no, choose down. You have to escape and then get the takedown. If you choose neutral and get a takedown, you'll be losing 3-2. So you need to get down. And I think Popko's afraid he may not be able to get out. He wanted to choose neutral. Coach says, no, choose down. You see right there, Scott Gorman coming to the outside. Working that far wrist and lets him go. Good job right there. Popko turns loose. Picks up the 1, 3-1. A takedown here will put him right back in the match. Gorman presses the action a little bit. Looks for a double, but really doesn't follow in all the way.
So Popko on the board at 3-1. This match similar to our opening match at 96 pounds from Matt DiLorenzo. Trailed Rob Dembski 3-0, only to come back and win it at 4-3.
But Popko's Gorman's a very good defensive wrestler. He's letting Popko shoot in, and he's looking for the spin behind. Comes in right there on a real nice single. He's in deep on that single. He has to get off the mat, though. There he is. He's up on his feet. Has to work the single and stay away from the line. Bring him back into wants to bring him back into the mat. You don't want to let him work the line. You can see Popko working, trying to get out of bounds, and there's the foot on the line. They're out of bounds. Good defensive job by Bruce Popko right there.
64 seconds left in the 103-pound Nassau final.
Another nice shot right there. Roll through. It's a dump. He has a roll. He's got his 2. He's going to look for back point. No back point. Oh, there he goes. He got his 2.
Look at this. All tied at 3.
How about MacArthur? 2 times in a row coming back in the final minute.
Popko has rallied back to tie it. And here comes the two. On the back points, and it's 5-3 for Bruce Popko.
And he has him tied up real well that you can see right now Gorman cannot get out. Has to try, if he came to the outside, Gorman's looking for the outside, but he has to get up right there. Has to get up to his knees.
You see the time.
Time's in his favor. He just has to hold him. He got his one, maybe. Nope. Didn't give up control. 9 seconds to go. 5-3. Crowd looking for a one-point escape right there, but it wasn't there.
They are not booing. They are bruising for Bruce Popko, who is 9 seconds away as a freshman from winning a county title.
That's his one.
It's now 5-4.
Gorman has to throw something. You can't stand there.
That'll do it. It's Popko. Bruce Popko wins it 5-4. The fabulous freshman gives MacArthur their second county champion in as many matches.
How about you put on that red and blue uniform and you feel like something good is going to happen to you? Howie Greenblatt has his guys believe in that, and it happens. You work the full 6 minutes on the mat, and something good's going to happen to you. Both those kids did. They both came away as county champs.
Bruce Popko, his teammate Matt DiLorenzo, won it at 96 pounds. He's sitting down with Hal Sack.
All right, Jimmy, I am with the first champion of the night, the 96-pound champ, Matt DiLorenzo. Matt, what a great match. You trailed in the match 3-0 at one point. You were able to come back. Score was 3-1. Definitely let you go. Were you surprised at that point?
I pretty much knew he was going to let me go because there's just no point given to me because he was just trying to ride me out. After that, it was going to be another point and possibly 2 points, so that would have given me the match. So I guess he thought he could let me out, stay away for the rest of the period, and he would have won. But
tell me about the final 30 seconds. You down by 2. All of a sudden, the 2-point takedown. Right there, did you think you had the match going your way at that point?
Yeah, definitely. He was getting really tired. And so was I, but I was a little bit less tired from all the work in the room, so I managed to pull through.
Take a look right there at the takedown. Eventually, you would get the 4-3 lead, and then at 4-3 at that point, are you just saying, I've got to hold on, don't make any stupid mistakes?
Definitely, that's exactly what it was.
Well, now you're going to advance to the state championship, and of course, your coach, Howie Greenblatt, on the forms that are given to us by each wrestler, you're the only person who under coach said, Mr. Greenblatt. What's this?
You know, I respect the guy a lot. He puts a lot of time into coaching us, a lot more than he has to. And really doesn't do it for the money or anything, you know. He's just a man. I love the guy.
All right, Matt DiLorenzo, our first champion of the night in the 96-pound category. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, Hal, thanks a lot. Matty DiLorenzo and the MacArthur Generals call him the Cardiac Kids, Tommy, but the mark of a great program. There's no panic in these MacArthur kids. You saw both of these kids trailing late in the matches only to take command.
Well, they know that, again, you wrestle full 6 minutes. Anything can happen. You stay close. You stay in there. You put the pressure on in the last 30 seconds, last 45 seconds. They both did. They came away with a victory.
You're looking at Oceanside, Jimmy Dennis. Jimmy Dennis, what a ride to get here. 2 overtime victories. But he has his work cut out for him, taking on the most decorated wrestler you will see tonight in the Nassau County Finals. There's the man, Walter Sosnowski, 2-time county champ is Walter Sosnowski, looking for the three-peat to close out his senior wrestling season as a 3-time Nassau County champion. 112-pound matchup. 2 seniors. The buck stops here for these 2 wrestlers.
Okay, Sosnowski has the green anklet on, so he's going to be the home on the scoreboard. He's on the left side of your screen right now. Both of them have the blue uniforms on. Jimmy Dennis has the white in his uniform. The Sailors of Oceanside. Jimmy's coached by Paul Gillespie, the longtime great Long Beach coach who now is coaching over at Oceanside. And obviously Walter Sosnowski, coached by Gary Mims, who's had many county championships himself at Massapequa. Following the footsteps of the great Al Bevilacqua there at Massapequa. So great tradition at Massapequa High School. And Walter Sosnowski, just one more county champ from the Chief. Wants to get his 3rd.
Jimmy Dennis, 27-3 on the year, finished 2nd. a year ago. For his head coach, the former Long Beach head coach, Paul Gillespie.
Both wrestlers feeling themselves out early in the match here. Both with inside tie-up. Looking, there's a little duck under action. Nothing right there. Sosnowski's had a real great tournament so far. Look for an ankle pick, a little, again, maybe a duck under. Looking for the single off of it. Sosnowski likes to use the singles. And again, pushing the pressure on Walter Sosnowski with his...
Sosnowski hit the century mark in his senior year for victories. 104 victories, 29 in 3 senior seasons. He's finished 4th and 2nd in his trips up to Syracuse, trying to earn his 3rd straight trip upstate.
Both wrestlers with the inside tie-up, trying to look for something. Neither wants to make the first mistake. Referee Mike Nastry in the picture right there. Looking to see somebody push the action in the last second. Nice shot, but a little too late, Jimmy. Got in good on a deep inside single by the ankle, but too little too late.
2 minutes in the books here as we head to period number 2. No score, 112-pound Nassau County Final.
Okay, what happened right there is that Jimmy Dennis won the choice. Many times wrestlers defer, but Dennis says, no, I want to try to score first, and he ended up choosing down.
Just underway here, period number 2.
Sosnowski's doing a real good job on top riding. Very, very strong for his size. Only 112-pound weight class, but he wrestles a lot stronger than that. Can't stay behind there. Has to work that arm bar and start coming out to the side, though.
Still no score, as you see. Sosnowski, one of the big storylines coming into this evening.
Trying to work the arm and a tilt. He's looking for a tilt right here. If he gets a tilt, he can bring Jimmy Dennis to his back. Doesn't have it, though. Dennis doing a good job of straightening, sprawling out, getting flat on the mat. Sosnowski looking for a cradle, cross face, plants the hand, bring the head to the leg, can't do it. But again, over a minute riding right now. No riding time in high school. College wrestling, you do get a point for riding time every minute, but not in high school anymore.
Jimmy Dennis showing a lot of gumption to get here. 2 overtime victories.
And remember, Dennis is the one who chose. You can see right there, there's the stalling call. Referee Mike Nastry says, you're not coming out to the outside, Walter. You have to do something. Paul Gillespie on the right there says, okay, here's your opportunity. 36 seconds to go. Let's get our one. Sosnowski doing a real good job riding him for the first minute and a half. Brings him down hard, back to the mat. Has to look for that tilt. There he has it. Has a tilt. He should have 2 back. He should have 2 points out of this. He at least got 2.
Not
working for 3 right now. Excellent job tilting right there. Bring him to his back. When they break the hold, it's going to be coming up right now. He's going to end up getting 3.
There it is.
Ended up getting a 3 count.
Sosnowski with a 3-pointer.
And if we remember, Jim Dennis is the one who had the choice. Instead of deferring, he chose down that period. So now Sosnowski gets the choice in the 3rd period, and I'm sure he's going to choose down at this point. And if he does, they're going to turn him loose, so it'll be 4-0. You can see the corner, Long Beach corner right now is saying, turn him loose, let him go. Pat Luber, Massapequa assistant coach right there. Giving a little coaching to Walter Sosnowski. He knows he's going to be turned loose. He'll be up 4-0 early in the 3rd period.
Walter Sosnowski, 2 minutes away from being a 3-time Nassau champ, and he does not turn him loose.
Well, he decides he's not going to listen to his coach's advice right now. He says, I'm going to see if I can turn him myself. I don't want to be on my feet with him. I want to turn him. And I think that's a good idea. Work at least for the first minute trying to turn him.
Dennis working from on top. He trails 3-0.
There was 1:20 to go. They have to make a decision with 1:20 to go. Can he turn him or not? Has a real high, I was going to say, very potentially dangerous right there. Had the arm bar, put it in real high up on the shoulder with the chicken wing. Gary Mims on the left, Pat Ruber on the right. Master people coaching. Wisnowski trying to come out right there. Has a stand-up, working the hands off. Going to look to turn in. We have a clash. No. Off the mat. Turns in, gets his 2 right there for reversal. Looking for back point, has the count. He's going to come away with another 5-point movement.
Wisnowski in total control. Looking to emphatically claim his 3rd county championship.
And he has had a tremendous tournament here. He's in great position. You just stay there right now, Walter. You don't have to even advance it. He's still going for the pin, though. He says, I want
that
to
is it.
He does.
Brings the crowd to their feet. Pushes 3 fingers to the air. It's a 3-peat for Walter Sosnowski, 3-time Nassau County champion.
Very, very good job. I tell you, he came up and he just turned in, put Dennis right to his back, came away with a fall, worked for the fall the whole time. And again, he took 2nd in the state as a sophomore, 3rd in the 4th in the state as a junior, looking for his 1st state championship this year, 2 weeks from now. Mike Nasty says congratulations.
Outstanding job by Walter Sosnowski into the arms of Gary Mims. Tommy Howard taking a look at the pin.
And you got it right there. And there's the fall. You can see he was working for it, trying to get that 2nd shoulder down. He knew he had the inside shoulder down, working the 2nd. Look at that. What a happy young man.
Happy young man. Well, we have a moment. We'll check in with Hal Spass. Standing by with Bruce Popko, your winner at 103. Hal?
That's right. He is the 103-pound champion, Bruce Popko. And Bruce, just like your teammate Matt DiLorenzo, you trail 3-0 in the 3rd period. How'd you turn it around?
Kept working, pushing him. He just folded.
What were you thinking when you were down 3-0? Did you think at that point maybe the snack was getting away from you, or was this maybe just a theme that you guys are working on today?
Well, I knew I had a lot more in me, and I didn't think he could go that much longer, so I just kept pushing him and hoped that I'd come on top.
Now, you're only 15 years old. You're a freshman. Some people might say, well, I don't have the experience to win a championship like this. But you've been wrestling since 1st grade, so this really was just a big theater for you right now.
Yep. When I went on the mat, I just thought another 6 minutes.
Now, you talk about the experience of wrestling with your teammates. You get a lot, you really feed off the work that you get in the team practices.
Yeah, me and Matt DiLorenzo, we're drill partners. We work every day. We push each other real hard. And TJ Lazarus, the 112 pound that he's in our wrestling group, we push each other each day. It's back and forth. And it just makes us up on the top.
Well, Bruce Popko, 29-6 on the year. He is 103-pound Nassau County champion in the year 2002. Back to you, Jimmy.
You know something, Jimmy? The last time a freshman beat a senior here in these Nassau County Championships, as Popko just did against Gorman with Brett Gould from Calhoun, beat Jesse Pepper back in 1989. It's been a long time coming.
Wow. Getting ready for 119 pounds. There's James Scaglione. Scaglione at a Plain Edge High School for Coach Rob Shaver. He will take on that young man right there, Matt Riley. Riley at a Valley Stream Central. And Coach James Carl.
And Riley in green will be home on the scoreboard. And Scaglione is going to be the guest on the scoreboard. I'll tell you something. Keep an eye on Scaglione. He came out with a barn burner, 15-13 win this afternoon in the semifinals. He pushes the action.
15-13 in the semis.
You can see right now he's trying to push the action, go up front. He's trying to go up top into a single.
Scaglione in the red. Take a look at Matt Riley. Riley 30-6 on the year in his senior campaign, a senior for Valley Stream Central High School.
And
the
Scaglione. I think we're dead here, Jim.
1:20 to go here. Period number 1, no score.
See right there, Matt Riley just trying to shrug him by, trying to get something, but Scaglione doing a good job of playing the line. Nice shot off the whistle by Riley.
Coming up on 1 minute here, first period.
One more shot by Riley. Scaglione doing a good job of countering it. There goes Riley looking for a dump. Probably going to come out with 2 points right here. Scaglione fighting off his back. Riley got his 2. Looking for back point. No back point.
Matt Riley picks up a quick 2 here.
Referee Jack Piavante right on the action. Looks in there. No back points. Didn't hold him for any count. Good job by Matt Riley pushing the action to get his 2.
Matt Riley, who missed these county championships a year ago after some surgery, is back in a big ways in the final.
He was a runner-up in the year 2000. Last year, as we said, he was out with surgery. He was a qualifier in '99, but did not play. So he's been in these things 4 times. And Jimmy Scaglione has not been here before for the big dance, so it's a little new for him.
Scaglione, just a junior.
Here he goes, trying to turn out to the outside to get his 1. Turns in. Looking for throw here. Has to step over. Can't do it as time runs out.
Clock runs out.
Nice job by Scaglione at the end, but just couldn't get the time.
Boy, Tom, you think about the mindset of Matt Riley after finishing second as a sophomore and then missing it as a junior, and a one-shot deal in his senior year. There's got to be some emotions running through his mind.
Absolutely, and you know what? You have to think the whole time they're on the mat. And it's hard for wrestlers to do. Most of them react. You have to think. I want to keep pressing the action. I'm up. I'm winning right now. Score goes to 2-1.
Turns him loose for a single, so Scaglione on the board. 2-1, Riley over Scaglione here.
We said before, Scaglione likes that upper body. 15-13 in the semis today, a couple of throws. He's in on the single right now. Wants to bring Riley back down to the mat. He's in deep on the single, but can't let him go out. Has to bring him back into the center circle. Right now, you want to look for a back trip. Set him down. He did. He's going to come out with his 2. Now he looks for back point.
Scaglione takes the lead now, 3-2, single leg takedown.
Comes out to the outside, looking to turn him, doing a good job working for the pin. Has that crushed wrist ride. He's out high, though. Matty Riley looking to get the 1 right here. Has to turn in, free the hand, turn in. Has to get his 1 here. Can't let him stay there. Excellent job by Scaglione to hang in there, but Riley gets his 1. 3-3 score right now.
All tied up. 119-pound final, 3-3.
Riley had the choice in the second period and deferred, gave Scaglione down, so Riley will have the choice going into the third period, 25 seconds from now. Well, I'm almost sure choose down, try to get his 1 for the escape.
Scaglione 34-4 in his junior year for head coach Rob Shaver of Plain Edge.
And you saw right there, referee Jack Piavante warning green. He's saying that Matt Riley is not pushing the action, so he gave Scaglione the point. Here's Scaglione, 1 second to go, gets his takedown, and may have back points to see. No back points, but got the takedown. 5-3, a lap right there at the very end by Matt Riley.
Final 5 seconds.
Yep.
Picking up the 2 spot of James Scaglione. So the junior, a bit of an underdog in this one.
Well, this is what you got right now. You got third period. You got Matt Riley choosing down. He's down by 2. He can escape to get 1 and be down by 1. Go for his takedown to win, but he has to get out first. There's a cradle. He has his inside. He's in good position, though. You see right there. Whoa, man. Excellent job by Scaglione to come out of that. Because
Scaglione nails it down.
Unbelievable, because at one point Matt Riley was in great position to turn it hard and break the cradle, but Scaglione, a lot stronger than I thought he was, locks him up, brings him back, and puts him away for the fall.
James Scaglione is heading north to Syracuse as he reverses his way out of a position and locks it up with a pin at 119.
Well, you think sometimes you're in good position being down third period, but not against Jamie Scaglione.
Taking a look at the pin a moment ago for Jamie Scaglione.
You're going to watch the cradle right here. He tightens it up. He rocks back. Referee Jack Fiafonte right on it. He sees it. It's locked. Shoulders down. 2 seconds. You're put away, son. Right there, you can see the lock. That's it. Held it. Jamie Scaglione. Excellent job.
He's your champion. While we have a moment, we check in with Hal Sass with the ultimate Nassau champion. Hal?
Boy, that's a pretty big note right there. The 112-pound champ, Walt Sosnowski. 112-pound, third consecutive title. Coming into the season, this is what it was all about for you when you came away with the win.
Yeah, I got to thank everyone, my coaching staff, my parents, Steve Marquez, my workout partner. Every day in the room we go at it, and he just makes my level so much better. And Mike Stroll, too. We had a great week of practice, us three, just going banging heads. It was great.
Now, last year in the championship, you beat Jim Dennis 5-4. Coming into this year's championship, were you thinking about last year's match at all?
Well, I didn't think I wrestled that as well as I could have in the final, and I was hoping to improve on that, and I think I did.
Last year, fourth in the state. 2 years ago, second in the state. What do you have to do to come away with it first?
I don't know, I just got to go up there with the right mindset and just take care of business as usual. That's been my thing all year long, take care of business.
You were in the match the whole way. We'll take a look at the winning pin with 53 seconds left in period number 3. Tell me about it.
Well, what happened was I wasn't sure if I was going to get him pinned. I wanted it, and I just kind of reached his arm over and the referee called a pin. It was great.
And the emotion there when you got up, you put your hands up, you faced the crowd, your family up there said 3. That was what it was all about.
Yeah. My mom said, you better throw a 3-time at me, and I said, all right, I definitely will. I did it.
Walt Sosnowski, his 105th win for Massapequa. That time ties the all-time record at Massapequa. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, Hal, thanks a lot. Mr. 3-time.
Got to listen to Mommy. She tells you something. Got to listen to what she says.
Mother knows best, even when it comes to wrestling. As we go to 125, and there's division. Chris Hagmeyer, head coach Bob Bennett. Hagmeyer, just a junior at 125. Finished 4th a year ago. He will take on Gabriel Estevez out of Baldwin High School. 38-1 in his senior year for Gabriel.
Gabriel Estevez is going to have the green anklet on. He'll be home on our scoreboard. Chris Hagmeyer with the red anklet. You see the red anklet on him. He'll be visitor again on the scoreboard. I'll tell you, very, very quick wrestler Gabriel Estevez is. He can really turn it on. Excellent speed, but real good takedowns. Hagmeyer, so you have a guy with great takedown ability and a guy who's super slick and super quick.
So we're underway at 125.
Look at that speed. You see how quick? I mean, slick and quick. Just in there on the single, tuck under, around the back. He has 2. He'll turn him loose, which he usually does. Usually his are high-scoring matches or Texas together because you just can't keep up with his slickness.
Gabriel picks up 2 in the first 8 seconds of the match. Gives up a 1, so it's 2-1. Estevez.
Setting him up right now in his mind. Look, he's looking for the opening. He's watching Hagmeyer. Hagmeyer makes a mistake, and boom, he throws. Looking for right there, fireman. Doesn't come out with it. Says, okay, we'll go back in. I have a single I know I can work. I probably have an ankle pick. I have a duck under, and I have a fireman.
Hagmeyer, 30-2 for the junior. Still a battle between 2 juniors here, 125.
There it is. That's the fireman for 2. A lot of times he can come away with a 5-point move out of that. He says, I'll just take the 2 right now, and I'll turn him loose again. We're going to go 2 for 1 through this match.
So it's 4-2 now. Estevez.
Right on the line, referee Bobby Wyden says no. He says, you're on the line, put over the line, you don't get your 2 for that. So it's, as you said, 4-2 score, but watch how quick Gabriel Estevez is. He won't hold you down. He won't go for the pin unless he gets you in a pinning position. But he'll be great on his feet.
Both of these young men on their way to 100-win careers. Estevez with 83 wins here his junior year. Hagmeyer, 80 wins. Both juniors.
Both these wrestlers, when you look at their overall record, a lot of the losses came when they were freshmen wrestling varsity. As you said before, 11 losses for Estevez, 15 losses for Hagmeyer, but most of them came 2 years ago. Estevez in, looking to move, has nothing there, stalemate, back to the middle, we'll start action again. 7.5 seconds to go in this first period.
Estevez, an explosive move waiting to happen.
He really is. I mean, he's 1 second away from throwing you, getting in there and turning it to your back, because you never know which side he's coming from.
That'll wrap up period number 1. There's your score, 4-2 for the junior from Baldwin Bruins, Gabriel Estevez. Wrestles for Steve Shippos. Qualifying tournament champion, Eric's tournament champ, Lucas Valley tournament champ, USF tournament champ for Gabriel.
That's Valley Stream South, VSS. V for Valley Stream. Looks like a UNR program. Yeah, looking for his fireman, not getting it. Little scratch on the right eye there, underneath the right eye. You don't want to get this guy mad at you, you know?
Hagmeyer, first in the MacArthur tournament. First in the Oneonta.
Just got to look at Bobby Bennett, Mike Wacholder, the coaches of the Weathertown Division over in their corner. Telling Chris what he needs to do. What he needs to do, I think, is put on the pressure.
Tommy, these guys are oh too familiar with one another. They wrestled last week in a qualifier. The final score, 10-9, Estevez wins it.
Yeah, they can put on, I think, the best offense. Best defense is a good offense for Hagmeyer. You don't want to sit around and wait for Estevez to come after you. Put the pressure on him. There he goes.
.116 to go here, period number 2.
One of the things Gabriel has to do is he can't get defensive right now. Remember, he came out quick and slick, but right now he's a little defensive, not pressing the action. 4-2, big score here. Next takedown, big for whoever gets it. Hagmeyer can get right back into it. Estevez can spread the lead, so it's an important. And there he goes, letting him in on a double. Pushing him, great balance. Just using his balance to drive back. Hagmeyer off balance, gets a 2-point takedown. Now he's at 6-4. That does start to spread the lead.
6-2 the score now.
Right, 6-2.
Final 30 seconds of period number 2. So that 2 you were talking about, Tommy, goes to Gabriel Estevez. He leads by 4.
He did a good job of just seeing the balance was off. Hagmeyer didn't have it. Just used his speed and his strength and bump into him and drive him back. Hagmeyer couldn't fight off his back, so he had to turn and give up the 2 because he didn't want to take a chance of getting back points.
Estevez grimacing in pain. He's laboring a bit with some sort of discomfort, but of course he'll push on.
Well, I think the discomfort is called wrestling, Jim. You're out there for 4 minutes so far right now. It's exhausting, but he got 2 more to go. Probably the toughest sport around is short physical exhaustion. Good job by Hagmeyer trying to press the action. He wants just won this period, doing everything he can to get out, but Estevez staying with him. Doesn't give up any points. 6-2, a 4-point lead, and you can see right now Estevez is hurting.
You see the division brain trust, Tom Bennett. What an outstanding job. His son will wrestle tonight.
Many of the Bennetts have come through the Levittown program and done a great job. County champs in the past.
Estevez will give up the single, makes it 6-3 here.
He's not a mat wrestler. He doesn't hold you down. What he has to do right now, look for a back trip here. He can't get tripped himself, though. And there it is, right there. 2 points for a takedown, but no back. No back points are out of bounds.
Gives him the 2, makes it 6-5.
He's going to take an injury timeout right now. You can see right there, referee Bobby Wigan saying injury time, roll the clock. And you see Tony Mara. He's our athletic trainer right there on the right. Green and white coat, Tony Mara right in there. You have Coach right on the left-hand side right there, Steve Shippos.
Those 2 points went to Chris Hagmeyer. The score is now 6-5.
That's correct. 6-5 score. Hagmeyer with the lead. Hagmeyer behind by 1. I'm sorry. Estevez still in the lead. Hagmeyer doing a good job of driving the action there, but he couldn't get any back points because Estevez was out of bounds. Now he's going to use, you have 2-minute injury time. I wouldn't be surprised if he uses a full minute right now. Get his breath back, and then use save one more minute for later in case he needs it. There's still 1:40 left in this match. A lot of time. He's up to 45 seconds at this point, injury time. Clark Presby, Steve Shippos, the coaches out there in the corner, and the injury clock is stopped.
1:40 to go, period number 3. On the bottom goes Gabriel Estevez. He leads by 1.
Look at
now
that
make it 2.
explosive speed. Explosive speed.
7-5 for Gabriel. 2 juniors looking for their first county championship.
Remember, you said before, it was 10-9 last week. It's 7-5 right now, and Estevez is going to get hit if he keeps on backing away. He's backing away. He's going to get hit. Stalemate. Bobby White calls a stalemate right there. Estevez fixes the take here.
Plenty of time to go here. 1:17.
Estevez has to press the action, or he's going to be hit for stalling. Remember, there's no warnings given right now, so it'll only be a warning the first one. But right now, you can see Hagmeyer is pressing the action, looking for the takedown once you get back in this thing. Estevez goes for a single right there. Gets hit, and he's in deep. He has to bring him down to the mat, though. He lifts him up, he brings him back down, he gets a 2. He has it right there.
There's a 2. Make it 9-5. Gabriel Estevez with 55 seconds to go.
Now we have a class there, and we have Mike Nastry looking in. Bobby Wyden calls a class. Mike Nastry, who's the match judge, got the chance to drop down and look in to see it. It was there, so they call it. It's 1 point. That's a class 1, and it brings it now
9-6.
9-6 is the score. That means you escape at 9-7. You take him down, it's 9-9.
Let's see if Estevez will turn him loose. He will.
He does.